Please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed. Hello! Thank you very much for tuning in and pressing play on this video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for your continued support. I know the schedule changes with my uploads is a little frustrating, but it is what it is, and until further notice, this is what I got for you. So in this video, I'm going to get ready to press play on episode 9 from the second season of Fringe. This one is titled Snakehead, so I'm expecting snakeheads or some other chimera or what thereof. But if you want access to my full reaction to this episode with extra tidbits in between scenes that I usually share with my club members, details about that is in the description box below. Nevertheless, here is my condensed reaction for your viewing pleasure. Food. Man in distress. It's always exciting to know what they're gonna show.
Ping on guy.
Ping on street. Very familiar face, of course. Oh. He's either gonna vomit out something gross or shit it out. That man's prepared. Oh! Through his nose! Alright, gotta get ready for the gruesomeness. It's a chest burster. Oh. He's like totally prepped. It's like number 104 for the day. Okay.
Sorry I'm late.
Where's Walter?
He's practicing some self-actualization.
I want to see that.
Yeah, that's part of it. He's also cooking for himself now, cleaning up after himself. You should have him tell you why choosing his own wardrobe is an important sign of independence.
That's great.
Walter!
I saw you following the taxi in the station wagon.
I wasn't following you, Walter. We were coming to the same place.
You don't trust me.
Well, he has reasons, right? Valid reasons.
Strong current, freezing water. They died attempting to swim to shore. We pulled out 27 bodies so far. At first it appeared they died of hypothermia. Then we found these.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
That's amazing.
I've never seen this size hole in humans.
Yank it out. Wow. Snakehead indeed.
This creature transported from that might still be alive.
Is that a unique design of a creature for this show?
Not much time. If she's also infected, we've got to get this organism out of her. Go.
Where do you even start? Like, And to think in real life people are abducted for all kinds of reasons.
你唔好冷親啊！
隻船發生咗意外。哦，其他人有冇喺度啊？冇啊，你係第一個。
Okay, well, look forward to seeing how they find this guy and get some answers.
The woman we pulled from the water. How long has she been awake?
About an hour.
Did she talk to you?
A little. Her name's Mei Lin. She's from outside of Hong Kong.
She happen to mention how she got a gigantic worm stuck in her stomach?
Doctor said she just had a severe case of dehydration, no worm.
She wasn't infected.
She says they came for work and a better life.
你係咪拉我去坐監啊？
唔係，我哋先係想幫你。She asked if we were going to arrest her. I told her we're just here to help.
I know you spoke Cantonese.
Well, get to know me a bit.
Oh, yes, please.
船上啲人俾咗你
They gave her medicine for seasickness. Everyone got it.
我老豆係漁夫，所以我唔會暈船
But
咯
her。father was a fisherman, so she was used to the sea, so she didn't take it.
係個女同埋我老公，我唔知佢哋而家喺邊啊！我覺得可以幫我揾到屋企人啊！
She wants you to help her find her daughter and husband. She doesn't know what happened to her family.
There's another boat.
Yeah, so chances are they're infected too.
Okay, that gives us maybe 36 hours before it lands.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Truly, Agent Farnsworth, it never ceases to amaze me the infinite variation that Mother Nature gives us. She truly has quite a disturbing sense of humor.
In more ways than one.
We spoke to the woman we found on the beach, and she said that everyone on that boat took some sort of capsule medicine.
Actually, Maylin's the only one who didn't take the capsule, and she's the only one who didn't get infected. So, do you think it's possible that that could have been inside the capsule?
If the time of gestation is equal to the time of transport, well, it would explain why the creatures need the host. These bodies provide nutrition, warmth, and protective shelter. They enable the parasite to grow.
Are you saying that these people were used as some sort of human incubator?
Yeah, it sounds like that.
It is possible for the larvae of the parasite to fit into a capsule. It would allow the parasite to grow on the journey here.
Sounds wonderful.
Sporos. The Coast Guard found a manifest on the sunken Chinese ship. They traced it to a local shipyard. Somebody is in custody now.
Walter, find out everything else you can on those worms, alright?
Parasitic worm.
I'm so curious to know what they're used for, aside from dinner, possibly. Which I highly doubt, though, in this case. Gotta always remember the show I'm watching. Is that an egg? Okay, so something about those creatures. Potent stuff.
We're letting him sweat before we question him.
He's not gonna talk. He's a triad gang member. They got a strict code of honor.
You sure?
Yeah, his whole biography is written on him in ink. He's like a decorated soldier. See the mark on his arm there? The extra cargo hook? That means he's killed 5 people. He also enjoys Broadway shows, long walks on the beach. The one on his neck, that says Sun Hong Triad. But Walter said these people were implanted with the worm on purpose. That seems to imply that they're valuable, right? Certain species of parasite have been known to naturally secrete opiates. If someone had figured out how to harvest
What's he doing?
You think those worms are some kind of new street drug?
He's got a razor blade!
I'm always fascinated with what people can hide in their bodies in some ways. Oh my gosh, wow! I've never seen that before in a show. I mean, I don't watch procedural shows like cops and stuff, so I'm sure that's often maybe shown there.
Yeah, Potter, just
Ugh.
Well, given the high cost of transporting the creature, it must be quite high.
Walter, you are not smoking this thing.
I want to see him try.
Now,
Let's give that one a name.
the active ingredient.
Oh, God.
Oh my god, Walter!
It's feeding off of him.
Wait! Oh, the initial burn was quite something.
Walter, this thing is feeding on you!
This is rather pleasant.
Oh, gosh. I hope there's no side effect to that. Well, I guess...
I didn't see you there. Dr. Bishop, Agent Farnsworth, where can I find Agent Dunham?
She's in the back with Peter. Sir.
Let's name that one Scotty.
Sir.
That's everything the Bureau has in the Sinholm trial. There's also information on the trial's suspected leader. He goes by the name of John Sue.
What about the boat carrying Malin's family? Any word?
Nothing. The Coast Guard has begun boarding and searching all vessels coming into New England. 200 ships by the count.
So we have about 20 hours before the worm comes out.
There was a wire 2 weeks ago from a bank here in Boston. It looks like a private account in Beacon Hill transferred $500,000 paid into Beijing Executive Construction.
2 weeks ago is about the same time the travelers left Kowloon.
Sounds like someone is financing those shipments.
It's William Bell! That'll be my answer for every hard question in the show. Until further notice, of course.
Hi. Are you very tall?
Who are you? We're the FBI. Who are you?
Matt. Can I see like a badge?
Would he know the difference? But at least he asked. That's good. He trained him well.
I invested $500,000 with this company.
Did you ever meet a man named John Sue? He was the head of the company you invested in.
No, never.
Maybe your husband then?
He passed away shortly after Matt was born.
I'm sorry.
Did I do something wrong?
We suspect Mr. Sue of running a smuggling ring.
Hand sanitizer everywhere. She's a germaphobe?
I swear to both of you, my attorney reviewed all the documents and he assured me it was a sound investment.
These corporations look legitimate from the outside. May we have the name and number of your attorney? We'll need to ask him a few questions.
Of course. I'm sure he'd be as surprised by this as I am. If I can do anything to help.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Walter, what do you think the connection is between an obsessive-compulsive germaphobe and our worms? Nice kicks.
Thank you. That's an excellent question. I have a theory.
What happened to you?
Your father got bitten by that thing, and he refuses to get it checked out. Walter, what if you're infected with one of those worms?
Tested my blood and liver function. I'm fine.
Okay.
A creature, Peter, is not an illicit narcotic at all. It's medicine. Astrid, the picture. Show Peter, please.
Medicine at the cost of human lives. Welcome to the real world.
Chinese medicine. Ankylostomach could be used for the treatment of chronic asthma. People are purposefully infected and walk around their entire lives with it.
What does that have to do with our parasites?
Our parasites are a new species, bioengineered from this hookworm.
You mean somebody made these?
Designed them to grow in humans. In fact, I don't believe that they could grow anywhere else.
Oh gosh, that's even worse.
It secretes a remarkable immune-boosting enzyme.
Immune boosting? So you might take that if you had, say, a severe phobia of germs.
Or if you wanted to treat any number of immune deficiency disorders. The phone book lists 5 herbalists in Chinatown, 3 of which sell our ankylostoma hookworm for the treatment of asthma. I am going to collect samples for genetic comparison.
Why don't you give me those addresses? I'll go check them out.
You don't believe I can do it? Well, I can. Don't you dare follow me.
Peter, you gotta let go a little bit. It's tough though.
Right. Please borrow some change for the bus fare.
Maybe get some driving lessons with him too.
We think that the gang might be using people to smuggle drugs into the country.
呢啲係黑社會嘅紋身。
我個女同埋我老公佢哋而家喺邊啊？ 唔該都去幫我揾到我屋企人啊！
She said her husband and her daughter.
I think I understand. We will do everything that we can.
Well, there's a happy ending, hopefully, to look forward to, right? She finds them in the nick of time.
阿爸，我唔舒服。
Oh, maybe not.
乖啦，你而家瞓啦。
Wow. That's a terrible way to wake up. And she's gonna be traumatized for life. I'm surprised they didn't have her give like that epic scream a child can give.
Where's everybody?
Walter's out self-actualizing again. Astrid's keeping an eye on him.
What's this?
You remember Elizabeth Jarvis's house? You asked me what I was looking at? Did you see all those hand sanitizers?
No.
All the windows were hermetically sealed, HEPA filters, oxygen
You
tanks.
saw oxygen tanks?
Well, no, but I'm sure they're there somewhere. If you're buying hand sanitizer in bulk and hermetically sealing all your windows, you're either Howard Hughes or you're actually sick.
Here, let's go pick up Elizabeth Jarvis and get a warrant to search her house.
Actually, I've got a better idea. Benji Neesmore.
What are you doing here?
We wanted to ask you a couple questions about your mother.
Yeah, well, she's not here right now. And I know that I don't have to answer any of your questions without my mom or lawyer here.
Just a couple of guys hanging out on the court.
I'm gonna go make a phone call. I have to go talk to a judge about a warrant.
I know you don't want to talk to her because you're just trying to protect your mother, Matt. She's your only family. I understand that. I've been there.
I doubt it.
Maybe he's the one that's sick, though, not the mom.
But those people that your mother gave money to, they're scary people. And we're investigating them, and that's not going to stop. They're going to try to cover their tracks. I want to make sure that your mother isn't one of those tracks. Is your mom sick? What is it? She has some sort of immune deficiency disorder.
No.
The treatments are for me.
Yeah. What gave it away was the way they... I'll say it later. Looks so spiffy.
He's in Farnsworth.
Aww.
Walter, what a coincidence.
Not a coincidence at all. You were following me. Peter had you follow me.
Walter, we're worried about you.
Does it occur to you that perhaps I want to be alone? Or perhaps I want to live my life with a semblance of dignity and self-respect?
Walter. I'm sorry.
And since you're here, you may as well accompany me to the next herbalist on my list.
There we
As a
go.
friend, not a supervisor.
Agreed, Walter.
I like Chinatown.
They're hilarious together.
Yeah, technically speaking, this kid should be living in a giant plastic baggie, but we just shot hoops with him this afternoon.
So these parasites are being harvested to treat his condition.
Well, from what he says, they insert medicinal powder directly into his spleen. Walter thinks the medicine is made out of gland inside the worm.
Dr. Che.
At this size, maybe.
Walter's gonna encounter
Have
him
you seen anything till you've seen one of these 4 feet long?
right now.
10, 15. Thank you. Good day.
Right place, wrong time? I don't know how to categorize this part, but they're gonna go after them?
Properly soaked to reach toxicity.
For the record, I wanted ice cream.
Oh, look. Lacquered cricket boxes.
Thank you.
You want omega free?
What?
I'll put in fish tank.
No, I will pass. Thank you. Walter? Here you go.
Oh.
Walter? Walter?
Crap.
So, how much rice candy did Walter eat?
I lost him. I turned my back for 1 second and he wasn't there anymore. I've looked for him everywhere, Peter.
Did he know that you were following him?
Yeah, he did at first and he was fine with it, but he lulled me into a false sense of security.
He's got plenty of change for the bus. He's got his travel kit on him, all his emergency numbers. He should be fine. He's got to learn how to cross the street by himself sometime.
Gotta trust him. Try anyway.
Walter?
Ooh, that's even worse. They're like right there at their place of work. Not good.
Hello, Peter. It's Walter, your father.
Oh no.
Hello, Peter. It's me, Walter, your father. Excuse me?
He doesn't remember his number?
I fear I may have dialed the wrong number again. My name is Walter.
This is so heartbreaking. All I'm thinking in my head is maybe they might at some point help him use a cell phone, assuming he won't lose it.
I used up all my bus fare to dial 7 wrong numbers. Can't remember Peter's number. What's 3 5s, a 1, a 0, 2 7s, that's a line of the item. I remember the correct sequence.
Astrid. Astrid.
Astrid? Astrid, what happened?
It was 2 big Asian guys with tattoos.
Triad.
I don't know how they knew we had the worm.
They must have followed you back from Chinatown. Hello? Walter Bishop, hi. Hi, Koitai Peter Bishop. It's Walter. He's down in Chinatown. Apparently he's fine.
Is his Cantonese pretty good? Let me know.
I'm going down to pick him up.
I'm gonna talk to Elizabeth Jarvis. Let's stay in touch.
Got it.
I can't help you, Agent Dunham.
See, I've got 24 Chinese nationals dead. A federal agent assaulted and another boat with God knows how many people about to die on it.
You don't understand. This treatment, Matt won't live long without it.
We rescued a Chinese woman. Her daughter is on that other boat. She's gonna die too.
It's amazing what you'll do for a child.
Hi, Peter Bishop. Hi, sir.
佢而家等緊你啊！請入嚟啦，請入嚟啦。
Peter,
入去啦。
He's one lucky man.
allow me to introduce you. My hostess' name is Faye.
誒，佢啊連你個電話佢都搞唔掂啊！哇，我哋打幾次先至聯絡到你啊！
Oh.
Wouldn't happen to remember any of the addresses of those herbalist shops you visited, would you?
Certainly not, but that's why I held on to this. They had quite a selection of hookworms, although I confess I exaggerated a bit when I told them that ours was 4 feet long.
Oh, yeah.
You told someone we have a 4-foot worm.
It's not even 2 feet.
Bishop.
Hey, is Walter alright?
Yeah, he's fine. Where are you?
The boat with Maylin's family on it just docked. Elizabeth Jarvis gave us a phone number. We tracked a few short ship calls off that. We're just about to commence the raid.
Okay. I got another lead I'm tracking down.
Okay, well, I'll call you after.
Bye.
Imagine the smell. Oh my gosh. Definitely something a kid would play with.
There are no trafficked people on the ship.
But there were. We're just too late.
I believe not.
Yeah, we had the right vessel, but they were already gone.
Yeah, I know, they're here. I just saw them get unloaded through the alley.
Where are you?
We're at a Chinese herbalist shop on Ping An Street. Asked her to follow back to the lab from here.
We're on our way.
I need you to stay here. Olivia and boys are on their way.
Is he gonna really stay there?
Good idea, son.
I'll be careful.
Knowing Walter, he'll try to do something.
Stay in the car.
Yeah, he's gonna try to do something. And he'll probably save them. That'll be even more fun. I'll be really surprised if he really just stays in the car. Handy tools. They always make that look so easy. Is it that easy? You tell me. He needs a gun. I'm surprised this guy doesn't have any kind of security. At least one of the triad people as a guard. Feeding time. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Someone must know you're here.
They coming soon?
Nobody else knows I'm here.
Open wide.
Open? Open?
Now, if you try to chew this, it will kill you.
Sir Wade can keep it under his tongue. Isolated somehow.
On your knees, hands behind your head.
Are you okay?
Yeah. I am now.
In the nick of time! Telling you, that is the subtitle for Fringe. I love it.
Hi, Stray.
Walter. I thought I lost you. Don't worry about this place. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up.
Peter said you were followed. Oh dear God.
Walter, it's not your fault.
I see her like the daughter he never had. Her and Olivia.
The doctor says it's a good prognosis for Mei Ling's daughter and husband. What's gonna happen to them?
The State Department has agreed to grant them all political asylum.
Did we find anything else in his shop that could lead us to Jiangsu?
What we found is that there is no Jiangsu. He's an alias, used as a front for all Ming Che's financial dealings. Good work, you two.
There's something I need to take care of. Excuse me.
The little girl, right? My happy ending. And the dad, yeah. Very sweet.
I want so badly to be independent again. To live like a man, not a child. Not to have my son watching after me all the time. Not that I don't appreciate all that you do for me. But I fear there are still times when I will get lost. So I have implanted a tracking device in my neck.
You did what?
Oh, Walter.
At least it was voluntary.
So you can find me.
Okay, that's obviously gonna come in handy at some point. Huh. Cute. Cute. This was very welcoming on a different level I didn't expect, but I'm very happy to share with you why I like it a lot. Just bear with me for a sec here. Alright. I kind of picked out my scene, really. Yeah. Okay. So, the scene I've picked was that very cute scene between Walter and Astrid, not after the attack, but before. Just that moment when he realizes she's following him and she's like apologizing. And then he realizes, hey, you know, let's go about this together. What I like about that is, amongst other things where they really do amplify it, which I'll talk about in a minute. What I love about that scene is it's a great, there was a word I wanted to say. I thought defined it well. It escaped my mind. I apologize. It just completely escaped my mind. It was a good scene. It was a good scene. I like the dynamics between all the characters, and the feedback I've received about Astrid and Walter and their relationship it's very positive, nothing negative. And it seems like they are fan favorites as a pair. And this now lends to the main thing about this episode that makes it really special and actually rewatchable for just me wanting to pay more attention to the interpersonal relationships. This was a very well-balanced episode of having your case of the week, and then you're having these character developments and character relationship building situations nicely integrated. Peter and Walter, Walter and Astrid, Peter and Olivia, a little bit there, here and there. Not as much, but it's still there. I love that. And as I'm getting to know Astrid, and as I'm getting more curious about her, but I'm trying to keep my impatience at bay, right? Since apparently, like I said in a previous reaction video, apparently the unfolding of her journey and how it relates to the characters, apparently it's quite something. So I look forward to seeing more of it. And yeah, I just really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. I'm going to give it 5 Ashemojis, mainly because there's it didn't have a super action. And I know this kind of goes against things a little bit because essentially a lot of the times my 5 Ashemojis will go to an episode that really touches on the pattern and William Bell and all that. And this is not, well, it doesn't seem to be related. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some clue in there that I missed, and whatever. When that comes to pass, it comes to pass. But I'm just saying that for a non-William Bell related or Massive Dynamic related episode, I thought it was just very solidly written, solidly executed, and well performed as usual. And it's rewatchable for those elements that I've mentioned before that I wouldn't mind seeing again, especially between the characters and their relationship going to a different level. I mean, at the end of the episode, we now have a way to track Walter. So that's a little bump up there for Peter in terms of, feeling some sense of security about the well-being of his father. And I also really enjoyed, too, how well it's performed on John Noble's part as someone who suffers from a complex, I'll say it like that, I think that's a fair way to put it, a complex mental health situation. So, there you have it. That's my reaction to episode 9 of the second season of Fringe. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I look forward to reading your non-spoiler comments, so please feel free to leave them. And if you want access to my full reaction to this episode, uncut, unfiltered, details about that is in the description box below for you. So until my reaction to episode 10, I'm tuning out. I'll see you later. Bye. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.